Why the hummingbird has a red throat. At the beginning, when the first people lived on top of the great canopy of the sky had four holes in it. One in the east, another in the south, one in the west, and another in the north. The sky holes opened and closed rapidly all the time. The first people used their magic to come down through the holes and to change themselves into all the creatures, plants, and things of the world. So when Earth people created, they had oak trees and they had a flat stone on which to grind their acorns. They had reeds for houses and baskets. They learned from the sun how to shoot arrows like rays. They learned to live together like minnows swim and mice nest. But Chaka, the marsh wren, was an orphan boy. No one liked him. The people gave Chaka food. Sometimes the people gave him a crayfish to eat, but they always made Chaka feel like an outsider. So Chaka stayed under cover of the bulrush and the sedge grass, only appeared at dawn and dusk to ask again for more. Chaka grew more ashamed, and the people grew more stingier. Get your own food, Chaka, they said. We work hard, why don't you? It's not our job to feed you, even if you are just a kid. Marsh wren's eyes filled with tears and anger. The white stripes over the eyebrows quivered. If you don't feed me, he yelled, I will shoot out the sun. Everyone laughed. Yeah, right, Chaka. Go right ahead. I will, rattled the marsh wren. Do it, said the people. Clearly not believing him, they turned away. Marsh wren did shoot out the sun, with an arrow as sharp as his beak. As though it had been a bladder filled with light, the sun popped, and all the light disappeared. The whole world became dark. No sun, no moon, no stars, no fire. Everything was dark. The dark seemed to last for years. No one could find food because no one could see. Everyone was starving. At this time, Oye, the coyote man, was thinking about how he could get the sun and the light back again. At length he saw something way up in the eastern sky through the hole that had opened and closed as fast as the woodpecker rapped on the dead tree trunk. I think I see a light, said Oye to himself. He squinted his eyes. Now there was no doubt. Yes, yes, he exulted. But a moment later, Oye's tail drooped. Now how am I going to get way up there to get that light? Glumly, Oye began to pick his way through a tangle of old blackberry vines that led to his tiny stash of acorn mush. Ooh, ouch, he yelled as the thorns scratched his nose and his soft foot pads. Oye remembered that in good old days when his pads had been a blanket with wet, curly ferns. The sun's beautiful light had slanted through the limbs of the garland-like oak trees, and now too hidden by the dark. Oh, roots, muttered Oye. Roots and suits. Root yourself, answered a high-pitched voice following like a vrr. Huh? What? Who's there? Said the coyote man. He heard another vrr sound again. Oh, hey, Hummingbird. How's it going, Kulu-Yeep? Coyote man was glad to have someone to talk to. Vrr! Same old thing, Coyote man. Same old thing, said the Hummingbird. If we just had some light. Oh, Oye agreed automatically. Then near his eyes he felt the tiny wind stirred by Kulupi's wings. Suddenly he could picture his cinnamon, purple, and green-colored little friend, wings vibrating like twin halos, and he remembered Kulupi darting through the air faster than a fish fits through the shallow water. Hey, Hummingbird, I've got an idea. Kulupi, uttered Oye. Guess what I just saw? Just now. Light, Kulupi. Light. I saw light way up in the sky. Way too high for me to get, but you, Hummingbird, could get it in a second. You saw light, Coyote Man? The little voice was incredulous. Where? Up high, Hummingbird. Go, look. I know you can bring it back for us. The tiny wind of Kulu-Weep's wings stopped for a moment. Oye could imagine his friend hesitating. Then he heard a reassuring vroom, and he knew Hummingbird was splitting the black air in a steep climb to the top of the sky. It would be crazy not to try Kulu-Weep, but he was already too far away for Coyote Man to hear. Up, rushed Kulu-Peep, until he too could see the dab of light blinking inside the mouth of a hole in the eastern sky. Nearer and nearer he sped, until his heart beating wildly on his own daring. He shot through the hole and tore off a piece of the blazing orange light on the other side. Whoop! I got it! Yelled Kulu-Peep. He tucked the fire under his chin and hung for a moment in the air, luxuriating with that heat. But suddenly the sound of a giant wings flapping filled the space around him. In a burst of fear, without even looking to see who or what might be following him, he raced back towards the hole in the sky. And though he flung the fire when he swooped, after it all around him, the air turned pink and blue. The fire he carried swelled around as a puffball and sent arrows of light down to the earth below. People gathered onto the shores of the bay, cheering, and the coyote man whooped and howled. Even Ka-Cha, the marsh wren, muttered with pleasure. "Cut-cut-choo!" he said. Kulupi, now glittering gracefully in the light of the new sun, sped towards the nest. His feathers shone as they had in the old days, metallic bronze-green, jewel-like purple, and rich golden cinnamon. But when Kulupi modestly lifted his head to acknowledge the happiness of everyone, the feathers on his throat which he had carried the light, began to tingle with a new, brilliant scarlet, the color of sunfire. And so the hummingbird is marked to this very day. Thank you.